All right, should be a quick one, but that Chibi reviews guy who was, I don't know, still friends with some of the worst dregs of society. He posted this video, and like I skimmed through it. It's a lolicon defense video. I don't know why these guys self-report and then wonder why nobody likes them, but he felt the need to make it. So let's watch it. Let's check it out, man. Good stuff.
I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for this video and probably
Whoa, that's super fast. What the fuck? Why is it so fast? Chat, why did you make that so fast?
receive hundreds. I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for this video and probably receive hundreds of thousands of death threats for even making a video discussing lollies and even.
Do you think that many people care about you that they're gonna make a death threat on you?
Trying to defend lollies, but we're gonna get right into it because I've already faced death threats. I've already faced slander, false accusations.
Chat, I've already gotten in a lot of trouble for being a bad guy. I'm just gonna be more of a bad guy. Based. These are the types of people that say that transgenderism is evil. You know what I mean? It's obviously not. But then they go on and talk about how it should like defend lolicon shit.
People doxing me, sending me stuff in the mail, all sorts of horrific stuff for my stances on fictional content. So
my stances on fictional content. Wow. Maybe this guy isn't a fan of Lord of the Rings.
So, you know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna bow down and bend the knee. I'm gonna just straight up get into what needs to be said. And so this is a post that crossed my feed today by RealSchle. Now, you might not know who this is, but there is...
Sounds familiar.
It's a very high chance you do. This individual is someone that is very well known for being a pred catcher.
Oh, yeah, Schlep. Yeah. The Roblox guy. Yeah, good for him. He's a cool guy. He seems like he's a good young man.
Sure. They are someone that makes their entire channel around catching predators on Roblox.
Okay. The way you said it sounds like you don't think it's a good thing, but okay.
In different forms of the internet, as you can see here, and they have 2.4 million followers. So this is a pretty large channel that gets very decent views, as you can see here, 7.7 million views, 8 million views. Obviously, they are very successful as a content creator.
Very successful.
Someone that is way beyond my success. I am just a...
Why does he keep saying success like that?
Drop in the bucket in comparison to this individual.
I mean, do you think, well, this guy's almost 500,000 followers, so do you think that maybe it's because you won't stop defending lolicon or what?
That is making YouTube content. However, what really shocks me is that an individual that has their entire career based around being a predator catcher is someone that cannot separate fiction from reality. That
dude, it's crazy. Like, come on, you know what he's saying, and he's gonna be more explicit, but I'm sure. But you're sitting here. Why are you spending your time online differentiating lolicon from like actual little kids? Like this, you know, this deeply. Like when people bring it up, when it's like relevant in a video, this is what I'll usually say. Like, let's say somebody calls lolly pedophilia. I'll be like, well, I don't know if it's necessarily is. It's not technically an actual person, but it's still really fucked up, and it's definitely at least bordering it. It's wrong, and it's bad, and, like, I don't really have a disagreement with it. In fact, it might even be legally considered that, and I'd have no problem with it. But this guy has a problem with it. This guy's not looking to explore the nuance. He's just like, no, dude, it's just a drawing. Guys, it's just a drawing. Imagine somebody mailed a drawing of them getting decapitated. Do you think that they'd be upset? I don't know. Probably. So, I don't know. Maybe we understand that it's not just a drawing. It's also a massive self-report, bud.
That is what really blew me away when I saw this post today and the amount of damage that...
This is why your fucking girlfriend cheated on you, bud. Because you're so fucking obsessed with lolicon porn.
This post and this individual is going to cause to actual real people and victims out there and allow criminals to actually get away.
You think people saying that lolicon is pedophilia is going to cause victims to get harmed? I don't understand what that means.
He also responded to me twice before I even uploaded this video, and instead of even countering the points I made, he decided to go straight into slandering me, bringing up my personal life that's completely irrelevant to the topic.
That's what he sounds like. That's what he sounds like. That's just what he sounds like. Like you're sounding like a debate bro, dude. You sound like this. You're fucking debate broing lolicon, bud. That's fucking strange ass behavior, dude. Strange ass fucking behavior. He has a girlfriend. He used to have a girlfriend. That was what his whole big controversy was. Like, his girlfriend cheated on him, and then everybody made fun of him for it in his friend group. But this is why, dude, because he's a weird lolicon defender.
Topic at hand, and basically shifting the subject matter away from the topic to kind of muddy the waters, and basically try to make my points seem kind of invalid when he's not even addressing my points to begin with. So I think more or less...
He's not actually addressing my points. Actually...
the case is closed, that this man right here actually doesn't care about victims and people. He's more or less just wanting brownie points, making a profit off of people.
Bro, you haven't even substantiated how he doesn't care about victims because he thinks that lolicon is bad. What is that? How does that make sense?
And that's about it. So this is pretty... It says a lot about his character,
Not really. It says a lot about yours, though.
Honestly, just seeing these type of posts from him. And so let's just get right into this. So first off, let's address the elephant in the room, which is what RealSchle is talking about. He's talking about how lollies are basically, if you like lollies, you defend lollies, you're a PDF. That's what...
You're maybe you aren't, but you are damn well close at the very least.
He is pretty much saying in this post. And what's very interesting about this post, by the way, with him trying to compare the two of fictional content that's a drawing on a piece of paper or an animated pixel, he actually...
It's an animated pixel, just one pixel. What kind of lolicon are you looking at, bud? What the hell?
She edited his post here, which Packer Girl showcases a screenshot, and I'll showcase this as legit in a second. But basically, you can see his original post here. You know, he actually has anime in front of it, showcasing what he's actually talking about. Then he quickly edited his post to remove it to make it seem more extreme than it actually is. And
I don't know what that means.
I don't think I need to really explain why this is bad, but it obviously is very disingenuous in trying to basically make a molehill into a mountain, or trying to make something look worse.
What the fuck are you talking? I don't understand what he's talking about, truthfully.
Than it actually is. Pretty much saying that basically nobody would care if it was a drawing, but the fact that he removed that wording of anime from it, it makes people tune in more to what he's...
I don't understand what are your issues. I stand with Ginny when saying lolicon is pedophilia. I can't tell how many predators I've caught that end up having some type of child something on there. Dude, all he's saying is that there's a direct correlation between fucking, like, predators and, like, them looking at lolicon. And you're having a fucking meltdown, man. Like, that's fucking insane.
Saying and believe what he's saying is actually talking about real victims and real people that are actually getting harmed. And to showcase that this tweet actually has been edited, by the way, here it is, the actual post here, as you can see, getting community noted, by the way. And if you go here to last edit, you click on this right here, you will see his original post at the bottom here. This is a legitimate post he made that he edited out anime. He changed nothing else with it besides removing anime from the actual wording to basically make the post look way worse.
I don't understand. What did he remove? It said anime child something. I don't understand. What's the contestment that you have? You're sitting here saying that lolicon is appropriate. You think it's okay to jack off to lolicon porn. So, like, whatever contestment you have with this thing, because he removed the word anime, who cares?
Than it actually is. So this is actually insane. And this gets into the topic of what I just talked about, that it's really...
I don't understand what this guy's contestment is. He's sitting here defending lolicon.
Horrible that someone that dedicates their entire career and...
I truly have no fucking idea what his issue is. You can't tell me these predators end up having some type of child. I don't know what this word even is. He's like censoring it. It said anime child something. Okay, whatever. It doesn't even matter.
But actually compare a drawing to actually real victims. That's what's so disrespectful. And let me explain why this is a problem. So, first off, you are a police officer in, you know, the office at the county sheriff office or whatever, and you only have a certain amount of officers. Let's say there's 30 or 50 officers within the police office. You receive a call that apparently someone is harming someone. You take this call, you take it very seriously because it's your job. So you go and investigate, and when you go and investigate whatever's going on, you come to find out it's actually just a drawing. It's a pixel on the screen. It's nothing. There's nobody being hurt, no victims, nothing.
I'm pretty sure that, like, lolicon is illegal, so I don't understand what you're talking about.
It is just entirely a drawing on the screen. And I don't think I really need to outline why this is a problem, but all this does is it stalls police from being able to actually catch real criminals.
What the fuck are you talking about, bud?
And help victims be able to recover.
What are you talking about? This guy said, hey, when I catch these Roblox predators that are trying to talk to kids that are 14, all of them also have lolicon on their computer. That's what I'm hearing. And you're, like, making up fantasy scenarios here just so that you can, like, somehow, like, dog whistle that it's okay to look at lolicon porn. You're a fucking weirdo, man.
Really just actually overloads the system, and it causes a limited amount of resources to be used for...
Actually, guys, saying that lolicon's bad is actually bad. The police get involved, but they don't get involved. and it wastes resource. What are you talking about? You sound like a goober.
False calls. That's pretty much what happens in this
Okay.
case with people that can't separate fiction from reality. And so the fact that you have so
My dude, you jerk off to lolicon. You can't separate fiction from reality. Like, you're online all day. You think like the online world is real. You're the one that like needs to get a fucking grip here.
someone like Schle, that his entire career is to try to bring people to justice, willing to water down a term and actually cause it to be harder to catch real PDFs, is actually insane to me.
Say the word pedophile. You're not gonna get fucking censored. Holy shit.
Now, I do want to talk about something that does need to be acknowledged, and that is Loli in general. Now, look,
You've been acknowledging it the whole time, man. What are you talking about? Needs to be acknowledged. What?
I'm just gonna outright say it. If you find lolis and stuff weird, completely fine. I think there is nothing wrong with someone thinking it's weird, bizarre, whatever. You don't want to.
Yeah, I think it's more than weird. If you're jerking off to lolicon, you're a pet. I don't know if you're a pedophile, but you're as close as you possibly can be.
Associate with people like that, fine. That's completely fine. It's well within your right to do that. However, you cross a line when you start calling people accusations that aren't true. For instance, you calling them a PDF, or you start comparing a drawing or a pixel to an actual living, breathing human. There is a very hard line there that is crossed when someone does that.
How hard is your line, man? How hard does this topic make your line? I'm just curious.
And all it does is water things down and makes the entire conversation very muddy, to where now when you have a conversation around stuff like this, like if someone
This is so stupid.
a PDF or not, what it comes down to is like, are they talking about a real person or are they talking about a drawing? And when you have something like this brought up into a conversation, it's already bad, and it's happening. It is something that has definitely grown exponentially in the last like 5 to 6 years, to where the conversation around this entire topic has been muddied and just tampered with, to the point to where people don't take it as seriously anymore, because people cannot separate fiction from reality.
What are you talking about? People aren't taking what seriously anymore? He's just saying things. What are you saying? What is it that people aren't taking seriously anymore? Because people say that Loli is bad, somehow that's actually bad for the conversation. What are you talking about? If anything, you can make a strong argument that having access to Loli just makes you more inclined to like look at actual kids. It would be like a starter drug. You know, especially since like a lot of fucking hentai sites have weird shit on them. They need to like ban it from their fucking sites. So you're looking at hentai, all of a sudden you're seeing Loli and you're like, oh, maybe this isn't so bad. And like you're getting a gaslit. It's like that one fucking FBI agent that like I heard about, what he used to, you know, have to look at CSAM material to parse through it to like, you know, collect evidence. And he ended up like, you know, falling victim to being attracted to it. Like they got to get rid of that shit. It's disgusting. It's a drawn pictures of little kids. What are you talking about, dude? It's not good. You can't make any argument. What argument are you going to make or something? You're going to think that like, oh, well, maybe it'll stop them from touching real kids. I don't think so. If that were the case, then there'd be some kind of behavioral protocol treatment from like social workers or psychiatrists that would recommend looking at this type of material. It doesn't exist.
And all they have done is actually help criminals get away with stuff. And
no, they don't.
In fact, most of the time when people are this adamant about loli content that are basically saying it is the equivalent of actual real people,
I think that like, I hope that your audience is flaming you. Calling in a false police report is actually illegal and led to the false what? The immediate personal relevant text shows who is a real bad person. Yes, predator found with bread in their fridge. Therefore, all bread eaters are predators. How about we focus on actual issues and have fictional characters be fictional? What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, bro! There are like there's just too many groups of actual degenerate fucking threats to society.
Most of the time, from what I have seen, they turn out to be some form of like a problem or criminal.
These are the types of people that like they just play the line. So he's like, yeah, Loli's actually not that bad. And then like, let's say our society normalized it, he'd be like, well, if the kid consents, right? Like this is the kind of guy that like he'd slowly push because there's something about him that's very suspicious. Okay, there's something about him that's suspicious. That's all it is, man. There's fucking something about him.
Criminal themselves, or they have skeletons in the closet.
What?
Turn out to be some form of actual real people. Most of the time, from what I have seen, they turn out to be some form of like a problem or criminal themselves, or they have skeletons in the closet. I'm
going to guarantee you that people who defend lolicon are much more likely to be weird, to be fucking pedophiles than people who say it's gross. Let's just be clear. I think that the data would back me up on that one, guys.
something is going on there. And I feel like it's absolutely insane. Like, this is really, I feel like Schle should be really ashamed of himself for even making a post like this. Once again,
Schle, the guy who's like helps take down predators on Roblox, should be ashamed of himself because you said so. Okay, yeah, true. So true, King. So true.
If he wanted to call lolis and stuff weird, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. That is completely fine. But to go this far, and then even to change his actual message to remove anime from it because he knows people don't take that seriously because it's not real, because it's not something to take seriously, that's just insane. And once again,
it's insane. Wow.
You know what this makes me look at? His entire channel? It makes me look at, it's not about actually bringing justice to people to catch actual criminals.
Bro, now he's saying that this guy's doing a bad thing by going after predators.
It's about making a profit and making money off of it. And look, yeah, how can you not view it like that?
I like how even in this guy's worldview, even if he thinks that lollies are okay, but in your worldview, why would your first thing is to be like, oh, he must, like, because he thinks lollies aren't okay, he must be grifting? Like, by your logic, wouldn't it be more likely if that he just is misinformed and like outraged and like far too outraged and like pearl clutching? He's not. He's correct. But why does it have to be instant bad faith from you? Like, why are you, like, it's fucking strange, dude. Like,
this person clearly doesn't potentially care about children.
This person clearly doesn't potentially care about children. He couldn't even say that he doesn't think the guy cares about children. He had to give you qualifiers in there. That's how unconfident he is about his perspective.
If he's willing to water down terms to this degree, that's what it looks like. It's not a good...
Wow, crazy, because it doesn't.
Look, it's not. And I feel like this is just such a shameful thing to do. I cannot believe he actually did this. Now, with that...
Yeah, what a bad guy.
Being said, I will say, I will always have the stance to protect fictional content. I have been very adamant about this for a very long time, and no matter...
Why? Change. It's change. Change.
Of death threats, doxings, people trying to scare me off the internet, slandering my name, false accusations, whatever, nothing along that lines is going to make me stop talking about what I believe in. And
bro, this guy's saying that he gets like relentlessly harassed because he likes lolicon fucking porn, and he's like, I'll still never stop though. Dude, he's the lolly martyr. Fucking Chibi Reviews is the lolly martyr, dude. Holy fuck.
How people have a right to express themselves in art and
art, dude. It's not art. Porn isn't art, you degenerate fuck. What are you talking about? Porn isn't art. What are you saying?
Also within literature, and basically, if people are going this hard after, let's say, lolly content, why aren't they going hard after Game of Thrones? There is some very crazy stuff within Game of Thrones' books, by the way, that have actual characters that are technically not 18 plus within it. But for some reason, that is completely fine because you want to know why? It's popular. It's a big...
No, it's because it's not porn, you fucking idiot. Like, what are you talking about? By this logic, he thinks it would be inappropriate for somebody to write a memoir about their life and how they were like sexually assaulted as a child. Like, he doesn't understand like anything. No, like Game of Thrones is like, I don't know the specifics, but they're not poising them in a positive light when they're having like a little kid get molested or whatever. What the fuck are you talking about? The point of lolly is for gross people like you to jerk off to it and neglect your girlfriend so she cheats on you and everybody makes fun of you. Right? The point of Game of Thrones is like it's supposed to be like an entertaining story. It's not. And part of that entertainment sometimes is like dealing with the harsh truth of the world where, like, you know, molestation exists. It's part of an unfortunate character building experience. It's very different than whatever the fuck you're talking about. Like, it could be part of a traumatic backstory that brings a character together so you understand the reason that they feel a particular way about a particular thing.
Series, people accept it. But obviously now with anime reaching a new norm and people kind of encountering anime for the first time, and
it's definitely not considered good, just to be clear. I'm pretty sure I said that already, but
main go-to voice now is to say anything that isn't mainstream shonen, like for instance Chainsaw Man or JJK, everything's icky or weird and needs to be gone, censored, and it's problematic. We could see this. There's a big shift, and
I'm assuming he's trying to like normalize like weird lolicon anime.
There's a lot of hypocrisy. There's a lot of people only playing one side and not understanding, and they're picking and choosing what's a problem or not because they just don't
so tricky.
like it. And at the end of the day, they don't really care about actual victims or people getting harmed. harmed. They're all in it for a profit or being able to make brownie
Holy fuck, dude.
points and clout and everything about that.
Everybody who says lolicon is bad is just looking for brownie points. It's fucking crazy.
That's basically what they're doing. And I'm just going to say it like it is, guys. I would make a lot more money, and I would have a lot more sponsorships if I straight up just said Loli is bad. I would.
Yeah, why don't you?
I'm just going to be blunt.
Why don't you just lie about it? Just say it's bad.
I would make so much more money, and
he wouldn't. This guy's worthless. Nobody cares about him. But, like, here's the thing. Let's say you actually thought Loli was fine. Why wouldn't you just say it's bad? It's not, like, a good thing. Like, it's not the take that the world needs right now, or ever. It's not important. It's not relevant. It's not a disaffected community of people who like it. But this guy is like, he wants to live. This guy is the Loli martyr. Like, this guy literally is the Loli martyr. That's what he wants to be known as. He will sacrifice his career for Loli.
I would be deemed less problematic to work with or anyone to talk with me if I just straight up went against it.
It's funny. It's like none of this is true. He's unlikable. He's like a loser. Nobody actually likes him. He's created a victim complex. He's like, you know what? Yeah, I would be popular if only I said that lolicon, that like little kids getting molested in anime pictures was bad. If I said that, I would be popular, but I won't say it. It's like, okay, you wouldn't be popular. You're you're very unentertaining. And also ew and weird and gross.
But I won't, because I'm willing to separate, and I see the difference between fiction and reality.
Yes, I can see the difference between a picture of an actual child, versus a picture of a drawn child. It doesn't make it okay or good. Just because there's a difference. There's a difference between, like, cutting your penis off and just putting an extra hole in the tip. Still think both of ththose are pretty bad. Wouldn't recommend either of them, so.
I know there's a big difference, and trying to say they're the same hurts real people. And I feel like that is so horrible to do to people. Actual people.
What people does it hurt? People like you?
People that have went through stuff. So.
People that have gone through stuff. Like what? What stuff have they gone through? Who have you talked to? You don't talk to anybody. You don't know what stuff you're talking about.
Long story short.
That story was already long, bud.
I'm probably going to get mass hate for this video.
Nobody's going to care. Nobody, like, really cares. We're making fun of you, and that's the extent of the coverage. Nobody takes you seriously. Nobody really cares about you. You're not, like, interesting. You boil down to, like, hot, like, takes, like, anti-woke takes at this point. That's pretty much what it is, which is in line with, like, most of the Trump administration. Censor the manga, kill the author. Like, what is this? What is this? All these thumbnails have, like, pictures of cartoon girls in them. Is this all he talks about? I don't know. There's something sus about this fucking guy's shit. Japan says anime is doomed and the West is causing it by wanting mostly shonen. Okay. You know what? We're not even going to look at that.
Oh, I know I'm going to get mass hate.
No, you're not.
But
nobody cares about you.
It is what it is. It's something I've already dealt with before. I can take it, I guess, at this point. But just needs
the fucking Loli martyr, dude.
Needs to be said. I
martyr.
could not believe what I actually saw here. But thank you.
He is a low cow gene. It's crazy work, brother.
Thank you so much for watching. May all of you.
How do he find these people? People sent this video to me.
Have a fantastic day,
which is only $2 a month, guys.
Or night, wherever you live. Be safe. Stay healthy.
Okay.
Chibi out.
Wow. Well, that was horrible.